So a few days ago, I made a video going over my top 3 One Piece games that are going to be releasing in 2023. And I decided I probably want to give each of those games its own video. So for this video, I'm going to be going over a game called Vast Seas. Vast Seas is a One Piece game, but the difference between this One Piece game and all the other ones is it seems really focused on story and exploration. And you might be asking, how do I know this? Well, the devs of Vast Seas have been really open about the development and everything about this game, hosting multiple podcasts and multiple videos just explaining Q&As and everything about Vast Seas. So shout out to them, and I think a lot of devs should be doing stuff like this to really keep the community updated on what's going on with their game. But the devs are clearly focused on making the game actually feel like One Piece, which means they want the game to be as accurate to One Piece as possible. And this means you'll be able to play as either a marine or a pirate, but normally you either pick between a marine or a pirate. It doesn't really actually affect any gameplay. But in Vast Seas, they've told us that this is going to affect everything. You're going to have different quest lines, different abilities, and it's almost going to feel like you're playing a different game. And when Vast Seas first came out with their trailer, everyone was talking about the graphics, and that's what really brought a lot of attention to Vast Seas. But I want to talk specifically about the shadows, and I feel like it adds a lot of depth to this game that you really don't see in One Piece games, and I think that's why they're able to make it look unique and good, because we see a lot of graphics that are really good in One Piece games, but this one doesn't look like every other One Piece game. That being said though, shadows affect performance a lot, so if you have a bad PC, that's something I'd be worried about. But the devs did say that the game runs well on a 5-year-old PC. Of course, they didn't mention the exact specifications of this PC, so I can't really compare it too well, because 5-year-old PC could really mean anything. And they also said that same PC will probably not be able to handle the game later into the game. But regardless, it's still good to know that the devs are actually considering performance, and they know not everybody's playing on a $40,000, $90,000, $7,000 PC. You feel what I'm saying? So if you guys have heard of this game before this video, you probably have already seen the fire fruit. I'll talk about it later, but I want to talk about the ice fruit right now. A few of the ice moves are generic, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I would think of these moves as just a similar version to Grand Peace. They have Pheasant Beak with the ice skating just like in Grand Peace. Ice Age, Ice Bike, Ice Sword. And although those moves still look good, they're obviously generic in almost every One Piece game. But what's not generic is they have this move called Flash Freeze and this move called Ice Spears. Ice Spears is just a basic like spear ice move. You could kind of figure it out. But Flash Freeze, I'll play it on screen right now. It's one of the most impressive moves I've seen on Roblox as of recently. And I really want to shout them out for that, because I feel like this is a really innovative move. Maybe innovative is not the right word, because it is still kind of a basic move. But I really like grab moves. I think grab moves aren't used enough in these type of games, and I think the animation on it just looks good, so I like it. And now I want to go over the fire fruit. The fire fruit is a very basic fruit in terms of like actual innovation. Doesn't really have any moves that we haven't seen before, but in their own way, these moves are still beautiful, and they have really big AoE, which always makes moves look cool. But to be honest, I don't really think that's where Vast Seas is trying to be innovative. I think where Vast Seas is really trying to be innovative, at least what I've heard from the developers and looking through the Discord, is they're really trying to actually have the story be different and the quest be different. They don't want us to just play a normal bandit beater. And I think this will get caught up, because since the fruits look nice, obviously the fruits always get the most attention out of any part of a game, or at least the One Piece games. And I feel like some people don't understand that the fruits can be the best looking fruits of all time. They could be the best by far, but if there's no gameplay or any innovation from a gameplay adventure or in terms of an actual content standpoint, the fruits really mean nothing, because you can't use them for anything. But I do know Vast Seas is still really early in development, so a lot can change. I've seen fruits be completely reworked by the time the game is actually released. And not even just fruits, the whole gameplay combat system, this stuff happens all the time. So I really have to wait and see what we end up getting. But Vast Seas has definitely shown us enough to get some credit, and I would definitely be looking out for Vast Seas, especially if you're looking for an adventure type of One Piece game. And if y'all enjoyed, I make videos like this every damn day, so I'd appreciate it if y'all would subscribe, because only 1% of y'all are. Thank y'all.